In the vast ocean of ancient Indian wisdom, there shines a jewel, the Isha Upanishad, a text so brief yet infinitely deep, a scripture that whispers the greatest truth. Everything is existence is divine. Everything is one. Everything in existence is divine. Everything is one. This timeless wisdom does not teach us to run away from life. It teaches us to live divinely within the world, to work, to love, to serve, and it remains free, peaceful, untouched like a lotus in muddy water. In this journey, we will uncover the core teachings of Isha Upanishad, how to live with inner freedom and fulfillment, the secret to balancing material life and spiritual wisdom, what real oneness and divinity truly mean. Get ready to shift your perspective, awaken inner clarity, and discover a life where spirituality and daily living are not separate, but one harmonious truth. When you stop trying to possess, you start to experience joy. This is essence of Isha Upanishad, a sacred whisper from Vedas, teaching us how to live in the world, succeed in life, and still remain spiritually. What is Isha Upanishad? Part of Shukla Yajur Veda. Only 18 mantras, short yet immensely deep. A manual for spiritual life, the real world. Combines renunciation and action, devotion and wisdom. Secret of divine living and oneness. The immense of divine oneness, a very first and most famous mantra, sets the tone for the entire text. All this, whatever moves in this moving world, is to be evolved by the Lord. By that renunciation, joy. Do not covet the wealth of any man. Everything is divine. This declaration establishes oneness, Advaita. Every single thing, moving, unmoving, is pervaded by supreme consciousness, law, enjoyment through renunciation. Since everything belongs to divine, you are not the owner, but a trustee. True and lasting joy, divine living, comes not from grasping and processing, but from inner detachment, enjoying what is given with a spirit of offering, yaga. So everything in this universe is pervaded by the divine. Enjoy life with a spirit of unattachment. Do not covet, nothing truly belongs to you. A sense, live in the world, but do not cling to the world. Detachment of attachment. You are not the body, you are not the senses, you are not your emotions, feelings. So detach from detachment of attachments and see, maintain the distance and see who you are. Integration of actions and knowledge. So Upanishads provides a rare synthesis of two primary spiritual paths. So the path of action, karma yoga, it encourages a person to live full life of 100 years performing righteous actions. When actions are done with the selflessness and the vision of oneness, they do not bind the individual. It rejects escapism and affirms a spiritual life in the world. Secret to immortality. The text represents a famous paradox, stating that the ultimate goal is achieved by simultaneously knowing both knowledge and ignorance. What is the cause of all sufferings? Is ignorance. So sufferings arise from ignorance. What are sufferings means? The comparisons, the regrets, the guilt, the sad, the jealousy, fear, anger, right? All these insecurity or sufferings. You are not knowledgeable. Entire life you spend with the suffering. Is the reason all these Vedantas, all these Upanishads teaching you know your word, true self, who you are, Satchit Ananda, existence, consciousness, bliss. You are consciousness. You are God, right? You are the creator, and you are the mirror of what is happening in your life. You are happiness. So when you are eternal, when you know this secret, you don't again suffer your life, jealousy, ignorance. So because of unawareness, consciousness is not there. So get the knowledge, be an observer, witness everything. These other stuff, everything, every scripture, wherever you go, they say that know yourself, detach yourself, observe yourself, conscious about yourself, who you are, who am I. Everything is about that only. Through Advaita, disciplined, unattached actions in the world. One overcomes death, transcends worldly bondage. Through Vidya, self knowledge, self inquiry, introspect, go inside, question yourself, ask more questions, get realization. Is what you are. When you get that vairagya, you sit and ask the questions again and again, again and again. You go within yourself, you start asking the question. Consciousness. When there is a too much dirt on the car, you can't see the vision, how to drive. When you clean the front mirror, you can drive, you can see what is there. Your true self is covered with a lot of dirt, maya, ignorance, jealousy, fear, anger, insecurity, suffering, sadness. So, in order to remove all those things, one need to attain immortality and realize the eternal by self-knowledge, introspection, going within, meditating. Yes. Four teachings of Isha Upanishad. God is everywhere. You are in the universe and the universe also within you. You are in the consciousness, consciousness also in you. The divine lives in all beings, all forms, in all spaces. Seeing God is everything destroys hatred, ego, division. Live with non-attached. So attachment is main reason for suffering. But attachment of detachment is required. Detachment of attachment is required. So you should know everything, but you have to live in this materialistic world because you should know you are not the body. But you have to live within this body till you die. So take care of your body. It's very, very important. But at the same time, you should aware and you should know that you are not the body. These thousands of everything. So if you are not body means it is not just ignore your body, right? You don't give up life. You give up possessiveness and greed, guilt, right? Anger, anxiety, fear, insecurity. So you give up that. Enjoy life fully, but with full awareness. Success plus spirituality is balanced life, detachment of attachment. What is worship? Perform actions, but do not seek fruits, not laziness, not escapism. Work with the detachment of purpose. Success requires massive actions. Actions only produce the results, and repetitive actions only lead to success. But still, do the actions. Never expect the results. Because if actions are good, your results automatically will come. You need not worry. So there is a higher consciousness, higher intelligence is there to help you. Is observing everything in the universe, including you. So you need not worry. That is it saying. Know the self. Upanishad says truth is knowing. You are not just the body, mind. You are eternal consciousness. The death is not the end. The self never dies. So when you are in the body, your stillness, you can see the ocean, right? Be the ocean. You are only on top of the ocean. There will be lot of waves, up and down, up and down, up and down, just like a thoughts. But at the end, at the bottom of the ocean is very calm, silent, peaceful. So, like that, in your body, in your mind, a lot of thoughts, a lot of negative thoughts, positive thoughts, chaos. It creates you mentally depressed, sad, oppressed, comparison, ignorance. So, in order to avoid all those things, the inner self, observe it, how you are deviating from it. You are distancing from your thoughts, emotions, feelings, emotion, bondages, everything. See yourself. And the reflection of all those experiences within you, it is not changing within you, is yourself. Conscious mirroring yourself is you. Balance knowledge and actions. One knowledge equal to stagnation. One action is bondage, but pure path equal to action with awareness. The Upanishads unites Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, beyond darkness and light. It wants blind action equal to darkness, empty intelligence knowledge equal to deeper darkness. True wisdom transcends both. Key spiritual message: renounce mentally, act consciously, serve selflessly, see God everywhere. This is yogi's life in society, not in caves. So you live in the materialistic world, you live among the people and do the actions, serve the people, and act consciously, renounce mentally, but still be spiritual, be conscious, be aware. Nature of unmoving self. Upanishad describe the paradoxical nature of absolute self, Atman, motionless yet shift. The self is unmoving yet shifter than the mind and senses, is far and yet very near, immanent, transcendent. It is inside all this and it is outside of all this. It is formless, right? It is a shapeless, right? It is a timeless, it is a spaceless. It is there everywhere. It is inside of this and it is outside of all this. It shows the self is both a transcendent reality beyond the world and immanent sense within every single form. When you see everything as a divine, life becomes worship. Every breath becomes prayer. And freedom becomes your natural state. I am the witness. I am free. The fruit of realizing oneness is cessation of suffering. The main cause for suffering is ignorance. Ignorance of what? You don't know who you are, right? So when you know who you are, then the suffering ends. All scriptures, all things talk about this real truth. Once you know that one, you suffering, you stop. When suffering stops, what is opposite to suffering? Your joy, your ananda, you are a bliss, your consciousness, existence, consciousness, bliss, Satchit Ananda. To realize that one only, all these scriptures. Universal version. Awakened person sees all beings in self, and the self is all beings. Destruction of grief. When the self has become all things, what sorrow, what trouble can that be to him who once blended that